Okay guys, welcome back to my Let's Play of Europa Universalis 3. You might notice at first the date on the top is a little bit different than what we left off with, and that's because I played just a little bit into the future, just a few years, not too long. Because basically, if you remember the last time we played, like I ended on like really high war exhaustion and there were rebellions everywhere, and I thought like there's no point you sitting around watching me just put my armies on hunting rebels board and just wander around the country killing armies that are only a few regiments big. So yeah, I just did that, waited for my revolt risk to low back down again, so as you can see most of our country is now a nice healthy green. It's still a bit red towards central Russia, but that's to be expected. We did kind of recently acquire them. So yeah, first things first, we can change our slider. Now I'm trying to get military modernization because it's one of the most, I know it's such a useful decision to make, because then suddenly your armies stand toe to toe against all the other European nations which are much more modern than you. So I'm trying to get that, but the problem is we need a ruler with an administrative skill of 7, and our current ruler has a skill of 3, and our heir only has a skill of 5. So it's not looking too likely in the near future that I'm going to be able to pass it. So I have a feeling I might put my and on top of needing that, we also need where is it? Let me see. Yeah, we also need centralization versus decentralization less than -4, which is past our slider limit, which is at -3. So rather than going past the slider limit, I'm just going to invest it in something else, because right now we don't really need it. And I think I might, well, hang on. Do I need narrow-minded? No, I don't need narrow-minded for this, so I'm, well, innovative even, sorry. So I'm thinking of going back to going a bit more back to narrow-minded, because I need to spawn missionaries at a faster rate, because if you look on the religion map mode, like half of my nation is a different religion, which isn't good, it's not ideal. If everywhere would be Orthodox, then it'd be a little bit better for me, so... And as you can see right now, I'm only spawning with 0.05 PO, which is going to take far too long, so... I think I'll head back towards narrow-minded, because really, you only need innovative, really, for the original modernization decision. And since that's over and done with, we don't need to be innovative anymore, even though innovative does come with its own inherent advantages, because you see there, technology cost man 15%, which is pretty good. But right now, where's technology map mode? I don't think I'm that far behind. Yeah, compared to, like I said, compared to a lot of the nations that we're going to be going up against, no matter what, we're going to have a technological advantage, because most of these nations around here are just like nomads, and they're basically stuck on like seriously low technology. So that's good. And then even nations like that, Lithuania, Ukraine, Riga, which are bordering us towards Europe, they've still got far lower technology than us as well, so that's good. And look, even when we look at Europe, in terms of land technology, we're actually pretty even with them. It's just in naval and trade where we fall behind, which, for us anyway, naval and trade, especially naval, they're really not important technologies for us to have, so it's not as bad as it seems. We're doing okay with them in terms of technology. As long as we keep our land technology ahead, then no matter what war we get in with them, then it won't really matter. So yeah, so that's what I mean right now. I don't really need to be innovative, and it's right now there's more advantages for us to be a bit more narrow-minded than we usually would. So let's put it towards there. A holy man has arrived. Again, theologian. Okay. At least it didn't lose stability or something, because that sometimes can happen. So yeah, now that we've done that, we're now getting 0.25 PO, which is much faster. It's still not as fast as I'd like, but we'll get there eventually. Oh, what's the army doing? You don't want to go there. So I'm going to take these guys off hunting rebels for now, because they don't need to be. I'll leave these two guys on because we're going to get more rebellions towards our eastern borders. So yeah, what's the Dissolution Act? I forgot. We don't need that right now. I would like a new Great Man of the Court. We are at 100% cultural tradition, so we can definitely afford it. Let's see, 5% inflation, that's fine. Our prestige is a bit low, which isn't good. Even though it says yearly gain, I think the yearly decay base value cancels that out anyway, so... So yeah, our infamy is pretty good. Well, it's a 0, so it's as best as it can get. We've already got a land tech reform, haven't we? No, we've got a government tech. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'll just go with a philosopher, because right now we kind of, well, we're low on prestige. Well, the reason I'm so much low, because before we were hovering around the 30s and 40s, is because our ally Montenegro, who don't exist anymore, they used to be there where Zeta is. They called me to arms against the War of Bohemia right when I was like at 15 war exhaustion, so that's something I didn't really want to get involved with at the time, so I had to decline that. So that means you lose like 30 prestige, which it's bad, but right now that's what we needed to do. That was the best course of action. So yeah, so plans for the near future is hopefully take some of this Magi land, take some Kazakh land, take some Golden Horde land, basically expand eastwards as fast as we can. I just realised we can actually colonise these territories as well, which is quite good. We definitely have the income to support it actually, yeah, so I think I'll get around to do that. Also, in terms of buildings, obviously Town Hall is very, very, very good. So any rich province you have, just build as many Town Halls as you can. What truces have we got going, actually? Okay, so we've got one with Golden Horde, Nagai and Kazakh, so I imagine I'm considering it's 1622. Yeah, these are about to expire really, really fast, so there's no point trying to colonize these when colonists can be spent on something a bit more useful, like taking this territory down here. So we'll move this army over here in anticipation to occupy these lands very quickly. And then, what's Golden Horde's army looking like? 2 regiments. So that means these guys here this army can easily hold off the Golden Horde army, and this army is 19 regiments, so they can take care of any Kazakh will throw at us. So we'll leave these guys in, leave them in Kerry, if that's how you pronounce it. Leave these guys in Bursch, and then there we go. Won't take long for this army to get over there, and then we can. Actually, I'll send these guys down here into Ali Muli. Speaking of technology, actually, I did notice we should put these back in balance somewhat, because they kind of really skew towards production and government, which you know, I don't really care about production government right now that much. I'd have a slight skew towards land, I think. Yeah, that's looking good. Ignoring naval a little bit, but that's because it's so useless for us. So here comes this army. It doesn't have a leader. It should have a leader. We'll convert our ruler since he's such a good general. With a military score of 7. 42 casualties to 9,000, that's pretty ridiculous. What's this? It's too expensive. Can't be bothered shelling out, well, losing the stability and shelling out all that money. Because 600 is like 680, that's quite a lot. So Kazakhs are now restless. It looks like Manchu's at war with them. That's helpful. That means we can just quietly occupy Nadim and maybe Argin, if Manchu will let us. So I mean, right now, I think because these nations are so weak compared to our own, our royal exhaustion will continue to decrease rather than increase, which usually happens if you war with a nation that has comparable power to yourself. So it doesn't matter, we can just stay at a prolonged war with all these nations for as long as we want. There's no real consequence. So in the meantime, let's send some colonists. Ooh, prospering times. I forget. It's been a while since I played the game, so I forget which one does which. That's government tech. That's cultural tradition and stability. I'll go with the university actually. Yeah. There we go, those are occupied. And we're gaining colonists really fast, which is great, because we're going to need so many of them. Hopefully we can get there before Manchu. Yes, we can. Take these guys. Oh, I didn't mean to split them in half. Take them off hunting rebels as well, so they'll stay put. And there we go. Succeeded. Good. Oh, Kazakh made peace with Manchu. Good thing about Kazakh's territory is that if we take Argin, we've kind of bottlenecked them there, so they can't sneak around us and sneak regiments into other provinces. So let's continue sending Golden Horns restless. They don't even own their own territory. Wow. Let's just swoop in and kill them. I will give these guys a... Wow, 62 army tradition, that's huge. Give these guys a general just for the sake of it, I guess. Also occupy Turkestan. So yeah, once Kazakh, Nogai and Golden Horde have been dealt with, expansion towards the east is going to get a lot easier, I think, because the rest of it is just unbordered. The rest of it is just unoccupied provinces, which we can just colonize straight off the bat. And Manchu isn't a nomad or a tribal. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I accidentally just minimized the window. Whoops. So I'll stop recording and start again once I've got it all sorted out. So be right back. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Like I accidentally minimized the game and then it crashed. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I accidentally minimized the game, and then it wouldn't let me get back onto it, so it just basically crashed on me. So I had to reload the autosave at the beginning of the year. So we lost a tiny bit of progress, but not huge amounts. It won't take long for me to get it back up. So let's quickly colonize these places again. It's a ball squares that. Oh, you guys can deal with it. Sweet. Ah. That's a little bit annoying. Looks like in this save game, Manchu decides to head to Nadim much faster than they usually did. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to take that land. They're just going to make peace with Kazakh pretty soon, like they normally do. What's the army doing there? Let's take Turkestan. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Manchu will make peace with them really soon. Oh, one of our dudes died. Oh, it was a stability guy, that's a shame. Sorry. Commission ping and what to get? I'm gonna get a land tech guy because, well, I thought we had good armor addition, but it only wants to give us a level 4. But whatever, we'll take it. Okay. Let's chase down these tiny Nodjai armies. You should head down to Zetubu. And yeah, let's just keep colonizing. What nation's that green one there? It's Kiva. What are they? Oh, it doesn't look like they're a nomad country, so that's good. Revolt in Georgia. Looks like you're gonna have to go down there. Since our armies are pretty preoccupied right now. Oh, that's annoying. Put off hunting rebels and head up there. Like I did before, I'll give you a leader, just in case. And neglect, just gain the money. Yep, after this the Golden Horde will be wiped out for good. Finally, it only took about 300 years. I'll produce salt as well, so it'll be a rich province. We'll get these two colonized first, and then I'll send a colonist over there. Right now, it's just not necessary. Well, actually, we can send one now. We'll keep the army there just in case. Yeah, I was hoping Manchu would make peace by now, but it seems like they're unwilling to budge. Which is a shame. Oh, Rage is cancelled. Great. And he's only 7 years old. Wonderful. Oh well. Use caution. Don't want to gain inflation for naval technology, that's not worth it at all. Yeah. They'll need to send one there. Send one to Circuit. Where should I colonize next? I think, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Has to be neighbouring province first, of course. In that case, wait again. Are these guys... Oh, I'll be annoying dealing with them. Whatever. Turkestan's worth it for the salt. Parzi, where is that? This army can easily deal with it. It really suck right now if Bohemia declared war on me. Since all my armies are like almost on the other side of the world to them. I've got a 24 regiment army there just staring me down. I don't like that. Ooh, we have a missionary. Where can we send him? Oops. Which one of these is... Send him to Uralsk. I should also get a Grey Man to improve the missionary conversion chance as well. Yeah, and one of the problems with colonizing territories that's so far away from the capital means is that it takes longer and longer for the for the colonies to reach there. The colonists, even, sorry. And if they fail like that, it's just a massive waste of time. In fact,